After what you've been through, I wouldn't blame you if you decided to take a leave of absence. But you seem to be recovering from the vestiges of indoctrination as well as can be expected. I hope you're feeling better. The psychologists assure us that the nightmares and flashbacks will pass. At the moment, we're trying to follow up on scattered intel regarding a missing cache of Thaleron triggers. Our best information places them on Nimbus 3. We're also getting increasing reports of Tal Shar activity on the planet. Naturally, we want to keep the triggers out of the hands of Hakib and the Tal Shar. But I'd also like to know exactly what they're doing on the Planet of Galactic Peace. Nimbus 3 has been a derelict planet for many years now, and it has only gotten worse under the influence of the Orion Syndicate. Hassan the Undying has turned the planet into his personal fiefdom. Both Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force have sent people to investigate, but they haven't found much. Our operatives have been following leads provided by an itinerant trader there named Horace Jones. So far, nothing's turned up. If you're feeling up to it, perhaps you'll have better luck.
Right, let's beam up. Set course for Nimbus 3. Hello? It's quite quiet around here. Now, unlike most of the other missions, Nimbus 3 is believing a public area, and it's like on the new Romulan stuff. There are people around. Believe it or not, I actually bite here is that in the Southern Battlecruiser is, believe it or not, someone I actually know and talk to in real life, and I was surprised to see them. So let's go beam down to Nimbus 3. And we'll talk some bit more weird things about it. So let's beam down. We beam down to an command. Yep, let's do it. That's big. Before we do that, I will point out most of the time I recommend picking a decent party that can do quite a few things at set level. So let's go. Welcome to Nimbus 3. Now, as you can see, it's pretty quiet. Well, at least it's not as loud as when Captain Kirk came here. So, Horace Jones.
Greetings! Name's Horace Jones, interstellar trader, daring prospector, and broker of useful information. I'm betting you're here about those missing travelers, huh? Or maybe the weapons trade. Am I right? Am I right? Just to get it out of the way, I'm not on anyone's side. Federation, Klingon, Romulan makes no difference to me. So whatever you need, I can provide. Be it titanium polish or the latest scuttlebutt. Now, to be clear, this is all strictly, well, let's just say if this doesn't work out, then you don't know me and I don't know you.
Indeed. And we now starting this Seekers and Nimbus. Are you talking to Horace Jones?
You want information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you.
Indeed. Now, we've got a mission called Lost City of Paradise. We're going to do that in a second. But first, tell me about failure and triggers.
It's kind of a big deal. Lots of people are talking about it, but nobody really knows, right? My guess is that the Syndicate wants a piece of that action, and they're doing something to keep a finger in the pie while moving things around without letting anyone see. Plus, most of the folks here just want to stay out of trouble. If someone's doing business here, though, it's probably at the bar. But my guess is you're not going to find the triggers in town. Oh, it's too risky to keep them here, where everyone is coming and going all the time.
Indeed, so it's not... Yeah, I believe you're right with it not being in town.
You want information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you,
What's with all people... What's the story of all the missing people?
A lot of folks have come through town lately, mostly following rumors of the weapons trade, but occasionally there's some crazies looking for lost treasure or something like that. Most of them wind up heading out into the desert. Almost nobody comes back. Scorpions, mantids, syndicate enforcers, take your pick of hazards. And if they don't get you, the sun and heat will.
Indeed.
You want information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you.
Have you seen or heard about a Romulan with a cybernetic eye? His name is Hakith.
Nobody like that. The only cyborg I know about is 2 of 8, who owns the bar, and he's, well, he used to be a Borg.
Indeed.
You want information? I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you,
So, enough information, let's talk about the lost city of paradise.
Funny seeing you folks here. No one seems to bat an eye about our little planet until the Orions get their hands on something nasty. Now between that and the Romulans, this joint is jumping. You want info? Sure, I'll give you info. The owner of the local bar, a reformed Borg by the name of 2 of 8, has his ear close to the ground. He can tell you more about the Tal Shiar. Just don't tell too many people I told you, alright?
Indeed. Now speak to 2 of 8 in the bar. Nimbus 3 and 2 cover more information about Taylor and triggers. And we get duty officer personnel, and do let me know of this one. That's right, a quick one this one.
You want information? I've got it.
Indeed you have. Well, we've got all the information at the moment. What are those things going across? But well, whatever. Well, the Klingons, Federation officers. Well, mostly Klingons around here, but education area too. So let's find the bar. Now, this is your very nice thing to keep in track. Now, this bar is basically the nearest you're going to get to your place, your home away from home. There is a bank and mail console here, and this is probably the only way you're going to get in this. And I've been storing quite a few items on this character, so now there's a few things you could do here besides continue our mission. Now, if you're in the mood for playing Dabo, you could always do that. And if you want to in shop. Well, Captain Kirk was something in that. Let's check with bartender.
Hey, bartender. Have you seen any other Romulans around? Maybe a woman with dark hair, a broad face, penetrating dark eyes? Her name's Rena.
Sorry, pal. Only what you see around the bar. So, what'll it be?
Now we can talk to this we can buy something. I'll check what continue what on with Devon Kev's thoughts.
Hey, bartender.
Sorry, pal. So, what'll it...
So yeah, and you can pick up some quite exotic stuff.
Sorry, pal. Only what you see around the bar. So,
No, besides you can have a chat with a European trader. Got nothing to come back tomorrow. So who are you? Yellow what do you want more? This isn't cheap. Even though I'm giving it out to you better than rich kids there. Information about me is a bit little pricey, but it's not about money. It's about trust, my friend. I'll talk to you more once you and I've worked together a bit more. So this guy seems to be a bit questionable. This guy is a quote dance coordinator. Now, this is a well, I'm going to leave this to the last episode of when we're here, because he's got some dance coordinator does things, and also we've got a decrepit transporter. We might want to activate this one. Now, this will allow us to basically mark our ability to transport to here. That's right. Now, this is really for a fast travel thing and more convenience for the convenience, because you can walk around. But let's chat with this guy at the back of the bar. 2 of 8. 2?
You're here for information. Someone told you I could give it to you. Make it quick.
What's the liberated bar drone doing out here?
Minding his own business. I suggest you do the same.
Fine. What can you tell me about Phelan triggers?
I'll tell you what I told the others. The Thalaron triggers can be found outside of town. That's where the Orions do their trading. We don't have many rules here, but that's one we all follow. Keep trouble outside the walls. Anybody looking for trouble winds up out there eventually, one way or another.
Have people been looking for them?
People have disappeared in the night. Other people go looking for them and don't come back.
Maybe Romulan, a bald, one-eye replaced with cybernetics?
Haven't seen anyone like that.
Yeah. Seems like the desert's the best place for a lead. Okay. Now, here you go. Now, I'll tell you a little trick about Paradise. Now, believe it or not, you think I've been down without any bridge officer crew, well, actually, a bridge officer crew is all been waiting outside. Yeah, which is purely for a siren weekend. Every time you step out the city, the bridge officer crew will come out with you. And now we're back to fighting there. So scan remains stuff. And remember, you might want to use your abilities, and these guys will more or less scale up or down to you, but we're currently on the exact right level to be where this game treats us to be. And we've got scan range, and that looks like a laser cannon. And that looks like a And it does it just explain when you get something wrong. Ooh. We've got a lot more. Well, and you just saw that random public event every so often. What? Well, we'll scan these two remains and see if we can. I'll scan some remains and help them. Help those guys because they look like. These remains. We're picking up survivors, so and because see, you can come down here with Federation or Klingon officers, and you. So we go find some officers around here. So Klingon officers do dear. So let's go rescue these. Basically, the best thing to do is go find them and then tag them to go into sick bay. And these warriors aren't particularly. At least we can. Someone ways. Okay. There's that 2 of 8 centers out here to open that we get wounded like or killed like the others. So we should head back to Paradise Lost. So yeah. I will start now that this is one of the more weird episodes where we'll be going back and forth and before you ask why is a bug science officer and Lita and a holographic version of DS9 DS9's commander Captain Kurland. Because we have sorted by other players and those are bridge officers you can pick up. So we're now going to go and have a check-in with 2 of 8, who's not been exactly truthful. 2.
I apologize for the deception. Obviously, it was an error to mislead you. Do not mistake my actions to be hateful. I bear no ill will toward you. Besides, the taciturn X-Borg bit almost always works. I cannot be seen aiding you. The Orion Syndicate would kill me if they knew. However, if you have the resources to survive in the desert, then you might have a chance against the Syndicate.
Okay, so where are those Thalaron triggers?
I can only confirm that the Thalaron triggers are in the possession of the Orion Syndicate. I cannot say any more than that. Call it a leftover default of cowardice or perhaps a strong sense of self-preservation. There's only one man in this town who'd be willing to help you, and that is a man who calls himself Law. He does not come out of his home nearby, but I will tell you a way to signal him. If he wants to talk to you, he will.
I'll speak to this Law. Now, Lara, leaving up, is someone we're going to get somewhat familiar with. So, we've actually found the address, and well, it is roughly here. So, Lara?
Who is it? Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Who told you about the signal? Are you just here to annoy me? If you know the signal, then you know I used to be a peacekeeper around here. Well, I'm not signing back up for it. Not after what the Syndicate did to me. Leave me alone.
What were the peacekeepers?
Peacekeepers, ha! That was a novel idea. We were supposed to be the law around here. Most people took it as a joke, but I took it seriously. The Orion Syndicate didn't like that. They dragged me away in front of everyone in the town. Well, I won't go into what Hassan and his crew did to me. All you need to know is that I learned why you don't cross the Syndicate.
I'm trying to find the information about the Thalion triggers. I told you you could help.
Thalaron triggers? Why should I help you with that? The Orion Syndicate will kill me if I tell you anything. You should have tried coming here about 2 years ago. The old me would have helped you in a hurry. Still, you look like you've survived the desert, so you must be strong. Can you guarantee that I'll be safe if I help you?
When I'm done with these Syndicate renegades, no one will need to worry about your safety again.
Well, I suppose since you've got yourself a fancy starship and all, maybe you might just be able to make a stand against these people. I still have my doubts, especially with all that extra muscle the Syndicate has now. They're even getting help from the Tal Shar. The Syndicate is now using Nausicaan pirates and Gorn as their thugs. The Syndicate is using Nausicaan pirates and Gorn as their thugs now. They used to meet in ruins nearby to discuss details, make secret deals, and basically plan how to make our lives miserable. That all stopped when sandworms decided to make that place their home. I'm sure there's still some data there. You'll be able to find information in the ruins, either in the old consoles or in the belly of a sandworm. Now get out of here before anyone sees you talking to me.
I go to the ruins. Now, Lara, someone we'll talk to again, and we might be able to get him out of his house. So, we got to do another talk. So we've got two things to do. Now, believe it or not, one neat thing about being around people, that if we need to use someone else's healing stuff, we can actually get away with using it as well. Now these pillars, not these pillars, these posts with light bulbs in it, head towards the right area we need to go. But this is the Nimbus desert, and very easy to get yourself lost and moved around in here. I forgot to mention that there is an area map. There's Paradise City. We've been around here. We're now heading towards this area, and this area is completely surrounded by sandworms. Now this means that you have to be, if you're going to be in here for long, make sure you have a team behind you. So let's get to so you can, two ways you can do this, and basically shoot as many sandworms as you can, and you could basically just get comfy and a very good combat team and get willing to fight him. And sure, you can get advantage of having, you know, this shooting and stuff like that. So, but besides picking up Mark 5 gear, this is your Command Mark 5 Mark 6, is that you go find a computer console, such as this one. Now, if you're feeling really up to it, you could attack this Queen Worm, but I'm not up for it. But also, around here, if we feel like we need to get out of dodge quick, or get out of this area quickly, we now can get beamed to a back to town with it. The bar with what we want. I mean, hurry up. It looks like we've got a friend here, and defeating that Queen Worm will help us out a bit. So, other than cleaning out the area, but this seems a bit, and the elders are a bit swine to fight. Oh. It was nice to get some stuff done, and you can see we've got a Klingon in Blair. I'm going to do something a bit weird. You may not, if you're not you've got the opportunity, you can actually revive other people's bridge officers in addition to your own. So they will rush to where their captain is, assuming they can actually get there. He's actually up there, that's just where. And I mean, saves people some survival. Make it a lot easier to work these around on. And we're going to finish quick. Now there's the console, and we've probably got enough after this. Oh, tap 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 tap. Is there a brain here? Yeah, that's right. Anyone who's anyone. Oh dear, we've been hit by snowballs. By the brain, that is. So, we now need to head back to the bar. So, what's the best way to get back to the bar? Use a transporter. So, now we can head back to the bar. Okay, nice. So, and now let's check the lost city of Paradise. This is so we need to now change the numbers to match the big thing. Now we got if the first two digits must equal the third, and the second two digits must equal the your second and third numbers need equal to the fourth. Should be able to completely trip the algorithm. So I actually know it's going to be. We'll make it 10. There's number 2 being 15. And unlock messages. Blind man sees all. Talk to Horace to find out about this mysterious message. Okay. Oh, well, hi. Well, you're live. I'm supposed to know that. I was supposed to know you're different from them. So I swear, I'll tell you everything you need to know. After all, you might just have the power to take those guys in the Orion Syndicate. The thing about the blind man, well. I might have some way of helping you to find out that. Just don't leave now. People started to notice me helping you. I don't think this what you will if you happen to leave. By the way, the someone that is looking for you said they were here on a previous mission and now looking to join up with your crew. And yes, get a common duty officer, bridge officer, so. And are you ready?
You want
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
I've got it. Just don't let people know I gave it to you,
And now, well, next up is going to be Horace Jones, who's going to give us about a blind man tell all tales, but I'll have to wait till then.